guys, Holding Eyes with you here, bringing you Eden Zero manga review. This was chapter 35, titled The Beast and That Girl. It starts off with Homura, and she's still in her avatar state, which means she's still in Digitalus, and she's actually in the woods talking to Jimarov. And she asks Jimarov, "You're with Drake and Joe, right? I'll do anything for you if you let me meet him." And that's what she tells him, and he was like, "Oh, really?" And then they cut over to Shiki's group, and I'm like, "What?" We just had one of those two little quick panels, and then we shift over real quick. And I'm reading this like, what's going on? Like, what's Homura's deal? And it's just super weird. Then when we shift forward, we see Shiki, and we see two moves, and I believe they both new. One is called Machina bullets or Machina bullets, and it's basically him condensing his gravity into like orbs, and he shoots them out as bullets at his enemies. And then the other one is called Gravity Hammer, and it's basically him just putting gravity in his leg and using gravity with the weight, and just he slams it on you like a hammer to stomp on you. And we see him using these two moves, and Herman is like, "You stole these from Ziggy," and he was like, "No, I just told you Ziggy taught me these moves." And she's like, "Oh, so you admit you stole them?" And he was like, "No, I just told you Ziggy taught me these moves." And he going back and forth about that, and he saves it from all those demon bats, and he takes it back to the village. And when he's heading back over there, we see the rest of the gang in the village, which is Pino, Happy, Rebecca, and Wise. They fighting off all the bats and stuff, and the people, and the other monsters that are there that are trying to hurt the people. And there's like one little goblin demon thing came out with like a bow gun, and he shoot a little girl, but he ended up missing her and the rest of the people because the troll that we met earlier stepped in. He was like, "I'm the mini boss of this city. I'm the one who takes care of everything. You guys are invading my space. Get out," and stuff like that. And he's arguing back and forth with the demon bird that's the leader of this army. And as they arguing, that's when Shiki comes in, and he drops the hermit, and he says, "Hey, watch her." And he sky kicks the falcon dude in the face and sends him flying. And then he just charges in using gravity. And he starts flinging everybody with ease, just using the gravity wave that he's producing. And then we have a whole bunch more of the little demon trolls taking out more crossbows, shooting people. And the troll decided to jump in, and he took all the hits to save the people. And he told the little girl, he passed on the head, saying, "Don't worry, I got this. I'm going to save the city." And she starts calling him Choshan, and he ends up liking that. He starts blushing, and he's helping, save the city and all. But eventually he gets shot down by too many arrows. And I believe his name is Iron, the demon bird. He was like, "Why are y'all guys protecting the city? They're just NPCs, and our job is to get rid of them. Why are you interfering?" And then another arrow appeared from the left side, and Shiki was running towards it to save the little girl, and he ended up getting shot in the arm. And surprisingly, as you see in the thumbnail, the person that shot the arrow was actually Homura. And we have Jimarov in the back saying something about, "I'm surprised that you were so serious about joining me, that you actually shoot your own friends." And she was like, "No, these are not my friends." And that was basically the end of the chapter. Now, there's this thing going around about Gemini Box, which is the ones I read, that they switching the words around, and they keep all the words that says comrades, they taking it out and putting friends there. And supposedly this is turning a lot of people off from Eden Zero, and that's the wrong translation. It's supposed to be comrade. So whether it's comrade or friend, I haven't really given my stance on it, because either way, they technically almost the same thing. I mean, someone who's your comrade, you're going to treat them usually as a friend, because you're usually going to build up that relationship. And someone who's a friend, well, they're already a friend. You're going to treat them good anyway. So I don't really think that's a big deal, but I know there's a couple of YouTubers talking about how Janimi's Box and other places are switching out comrade for friends. But the original word is nakama, which can either mean friends, comrade, or family. So either three of the words really won't hurt the story much. But some people are picky about wordplay, so, which is understandable. As someone who actually reads a lot of manga and have writing his own book right now. I kind of understand that, but it does, again, just wanted to mention that real briefly. But what I really want to talk about is Homura. Why is she doing this? Why is she betraying Shiki, and now she wants to join up with Drake and Joe, and she's gonna be helping Homura finish off these guys. And I don't even know why Jimarov, why is he getting paid to hunt down NPCs? That's kind of weird. And supposedly he was invited by Drake and Joe, who he works for. So it's like, is Drake and Joe, does he need these NPCs to die because he's taking their data maybe? Maybe that's why he's hunting people down from here. It could be that. But I'm just surprised that, Homura is actually, like, I thought she was just going to sneak away quietly and not say nothing. But then she ends up turning around, turning back, and she shoots Shiki in the left arm with her arrow. So it's like, come on. And we get to see Rebecca go hand with her happy guns. That was kind of cool. Sadly, Wise and Pino can't use their magic because they would get permanently banned and kicked off the server if they did. So they're just fighting with like, little pieces of wood. But they're doing pretty good so far, so. Until Homura came back with Homura. So that's going to be an interesting team. So we're going to have Shiki and his team versus Jimarov and Homura. And hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. I think it's Jimarov. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, so correct me if I am, but I think that's how it's pronounced, Jimarov. But we need an explanation on what he's doing. Like, didn't he log off to go meet Drake and Joe? So why is he here still? And how the heck did Homura know where to find him? That's another good question. And wasn't she with Jesse? Where's Jesse? We didn't get to see him in this chapter, so a lot of weird stuff going on, guys. But great chapter. If you have not read it, chapter 35 of Eden Zero, I advise you to go catch up. Eden Zero is very good. It might take a little liking to get to after the first 3-4 pages. Because the first 3 to 4 chapters, the pages are long. They're all like, I think 30 to 60. I know like the first chapter is like 80. Second one is 60. I think the other 2 are 30. And then after that, they're all 20s. They go back to the regular count of 20 count pages. But after you get through that long hill of chapters and stuff and specials, and we get into the meat of the story, it's actually done pretty good. I actually believe this is way better writing than Fairy Tail. And hopefully Hiro Mashima keeps it up. Even though I'm still a fan of Fairy Tail, but I'm liking this series so far a little bit more. Because the writing is better. The powers are awesome. We're not seeing that many ass pulls. The danger feels real. And stuff like that. So hopefully this series continues to bloom like this. And hopefully it gets the popularity of Fairy Tail and beyond. Because, even though Fairy Tail had its faults, it still did good in the rankings and selling. So, which is the point of all manga and comics at the end of the day, is to make business. So, that's all I have for you guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Like the video. Follow me on Twitter, link will be down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post an upload. Tell me down below what you thought of the chapter and what you think Homura is really doing and what Jesse's and her are plotting. And Homura, tell me what you think about him. That's all I have for you guys. Peace.